and welcome to PlayStation Grenade. It's been 14 days since our last Fortnite meetup, which now confirms Fortnite updates every fortnight. But now on week 7 of Chapter 2 Season 2, we have so many map updates to talk about. So please think about using code ADAMARU to keep the series running, then sit your butt down for 10 minutes and let's go through all the changes on BR Island. I first checked in with Graham, as we all know he's the key to this whole Fortnite puzzle. He's still there, and then I noticed something under the water at the agency. I'm sure you noticed too. 5 objects in the water, perfectly placed in a pentagon, kind of like Doomsday. On closer inspection, these bad boys are silos. Could they be missile silos? Are we looking at the end of season live event being built before our very eyes? I hope so. What do you think these are for? I got to thinking about the 5 locations and I have a sneaking suspicion these will be fast travel points. I know it's weird, hear me out. So far, Fortnite has tested quick travel using a tunnel system in the toilets and dumpsters. What if they were just tiny versions of island-wide travel points? Maybe the grotto will have one too, and we will jump in there and be transported to the agency just quick enough for everything to render in. On PS4, that's quite important. Sometimes things look like Play-Doh. I'm probably taking this too far, but fast travel options would improve Fortnite in my eyes. As we're at the agency, I took a look around and ventured into the meeting room. Can you see the change from last week? Yes, indeed, the stolen golden chair has been replaced with a substandard desk chair for Midas to lead the group meetings. I love that no one else gave up their chair for Midas. Take the cheap seat, boss. I'll take a guess at this and say next week that chair will be gold. Hang on, we need to put our detective hats on. Time to track down the original golden chair. Recap. 4 weeks ago, the Golden Throne was seen in a canoe at the other side of the agency lake. Waiting in the bushes was a getaway vehicle. This was a thought out and planned crime. The following update saw a canoe hidden in the bushes and the vehicle racing away at breakneck speeds through Salty Springs. Well, this update, they have stopped and they are still in Salty Springs, in the final house. The car has been abandoned outside with the rope and chair missing completely. Go inside the house to track them both down. At the top of the stairs is the rope, and in the bedroom, here is the chair. What we need to note here is that the person who stole this is already planning their next step, reading something I can't quite make out. If you are unsure about how they feel about Midas and his crew, just look at the rubbish dump outside. Now in the trash is his recruitment picture. Could this be Deadpool's new house? Or maybe this is the unlockable hidden skin for the season and a key part to the plot of Chapter 2. Hit me with some story theories below. Let's try and break this case wide open. Next, let's go to Ferris Bueller's house with the beachfront view. The last time we met up, the red Ferrari was being rescued by a crane when disaster struck and they fell straight back down in a heap together. Last update I said this. I hope we see another bigger crane built to pull this crane out. And you never know, by the end of season 10, we could have 100 vehicles piled up here. And look what happened. Exactly as I foretold, the Russian doll falling crane scenario happened. So Epic Games, I challenge you yet again. Bring over another huge crane, even bigger than this one, and keep this disaster cycle going. I don't think it's gonna happen. I need your help to add a little bit of positive peer pressure to Epic Games. Right, do the right thing, Epic, in the comments below. Let's jet back at the next update. Oh, check this out! Whilst I was frolicking on the shoreline, I spotted this Pokemon-themed campsite. I'm not sure if this is new or not because I don't think I've ever been round here, except for that time I used a lightsaber. That went well. Anyway, if you look at this spot, it looks just like one Ash Ketchum would stay in. What was the tagline again? Oh yeah, gotta splode 'em all. Please keep an eye on this spot. Let me know if something happens that I miss. Here's a change from last week I neglected to show you. Let's right that wrong this instant. Have you visited the plane crash which began the whole Chapter 2 saga? Take a closer look now. You'll notice nature is taking this spot back, slowly encroaching onto the plane's pieces, wings and fuselage. Again, this will take months to update and evolve, and there's even pieces missing here too. Who the heck would be taking pieces of a plane? As an extra note, remember the crustaceans that began to multiply in this area of the map? Well, these guys have now begun to take over this island and the plane too. I've spotted 4 of these critters on treasure chests, on stools, and even in the plane itself. Could they be combining to make a metal crustacean creature, or are these cute little buggers harmless? The only way to find out is by pressing subscribe right now. Sorry. Oh, before I forget, there's new items in Fortnite this week, the Kingsman umbrella and the crash mats. Please hit me with some myths for the next Myth Chaser episode, which is all about those 2 items. If we get some good ones, we'll try 100-person Myth Chaser meetups again. Hopefully this will help us socialize in a time when social distancing is a real thing.
You crazy mother...
Let's check out Pleasant Park. I've been keeping an eye on this place for one single reason, and it's pretty stupid, but I like it. In the center of the soccer field is a chest. It has slowly been tipping over since this thing opened. I'm tempted to stream here for 6 hours and pretend it's an event. Oh my god guys, my screen is shaking! Don't worry, not my style. Whilst we're here, have you noticed the items in the open bunker? Look again, it's the missing pieces from the aeroplane, which I learnt today is pronounced airplane in American English because it flies in the air. In traditional English, we say aeroplane because it's aerodynamic. Every day's a school day here. Slap like now if you didn't know that. Let's move on. Now it's time to check on the Iron Man. He sat dormant for months, but once the Christmas update gave him sweet new spectacles, he changed. His head moved. And last update, he stood up and began to walk around the map. Cut to this week and his current position. He's full on marching somewhere on his mission, but where is Rowdy Roddy Pipe Man going? Well, let's follow his path, and it leads all the way to this location. Hidden within the trees is a mess of iron piping. Could he be going here? I do think he is. The bigger question is, what will he do when he gets here? I reckon he will build a partner for himself, or maybe a pipe dog. Let's see who can call this. What will happen when the Iron Man arrives? I'll be lurking in the comments below. So I also took this further. I decided to look further around the map and looked for more iron items. I was thinking back to how much I liked the Rock family, and that had a man, a woman, and a rock dog that didn't find each other for seasons. Well, look further on the shoreline, and it's already being built. Look what's sat here waiting for seemingly ever. Look at his face, only a mother could love. This is another character that needs a name, please Fortnite family, do the honours. Oh, segue, speaking of characters you guys named, let's check up on Gandalf Keemstar Jerome the Genome. Good name, good name. Our Gandalf is still here with his majestic floating wizard-like powers, but look at the bunker he's in. Massive changes this week. Where the hell do I start? Well, there's a dance pad on the floor for the usual challenge we all have to complete each season, but the real news is the honeypots on the wagon. I think this is the start of the Misfit Bears' attempts for global domination. In the meeting room, the bears now have a map, and 5 spots have been marked out. Are they linked to the missile silos at the agency, or are these locations to hide honeypots? Winnie the Pooh crossover confirmed. Do me a favour and keep an eye on these locations. Let's try and figure it out together before the next update. In fact, scratch that, I checked for myself. There's nothing here today, but judging by the locations, they shall be those honeypots. Anyway, back to the bunker. It's someone's birthday down here. Check out the balloons. They're everywhere. Okay, shut the front door. Have you seen what is happening outside this secret bunker? Graham has unveiled his plans to free his twin brother. His minions are already in place around the Misfits, complete with interactable telescopes. What's interesting at these spots is the sound of bees. Check it out. And we all know what bees are famous for. Their honey. There's something going down with those honeypots. We also have explosive containers, we have CB radios, and we have donuts. This is serious. The rescue of Gandalf is coming soon, so now is a very important question. Are you Team Genome, or are you Team Misfit Bear? Or maybe you're Team Thick? Someone should totally include a poll to answer that burning question once and for all, right this instant. So, a little housekeeping to end. The chair truck and pallet trucks have not moved in the slightest this week. It's a bummer, but okay. The bunker remains completely closed, as it has since the start of Chapter 2, and the most surprising lack of update is at the yacht. This should have changed this week, and it hasn't, which has me thinking it may be linked to the Deadpool update. So keep an eye on this, it could be absolutely epic. Okay, so that's us done and dusted for another week. On screen are the legends. Those who are kind enough to use my code to buy something new in the store. They then send me a DM on Twitter to get their name up here. I say this a lot, but I mean it. Thank you for choosing my code and supporting this kind of video. I truly appreciate the creativity you give me. Thank you kindly. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade. Go wash your hands and avoid people. I'll see you online. See you next time.